Hey, this is going to be a quick video about Lauri Markkanen. He basically switched his diet. If you don't know who he is, he's probably the best Finnish basketball player to ever have lived, and he's just joined the NBA. So, very exciting 7-footer that shoots amazing and is just, in addition to any team he gets to, a solid guy all around. And within the second year, I'm pretty sure it's the second year, I guess. Anyway, that he had to finish his season early. Is it second year? First season still. Sorry. Sorry, buddy. I can't afford to watch all your games. But anyway, still a huge fan of my logo is a picture of him. Kind of in homage to, it takes a lot to get to that level. It's very hard, the path and chance to make it from Finland to make it to the NBA and then to be a dominant player from Europe. There's only been a handful of those, and people are really doubting most of those guys, right? So I'm really impressed with the guy. But the reason why I have that as a logo is because, poor guy, he's kind of owned by the brand now, so he can't, even just when he wears this shirt, he can't talk about probably all kinds of issues and stuff. So, I figured it was he's a great symbol of positivity and staying healthy and being a long shot to make it, and kind of exemplifies the kind of guy that I would want kids to look up to. So anyway, so here's what happened. He switched from all meat and dairy products. He stopped using them a few months back, I'm guessing. Somebody just read this to me the other day. And he had to finish the season early because of nutritional deficiency. I have never heard of that ever. I tried to Google it quickly. That doesn't mean anything, but I couldn't find anything. So, man, if somebody knows more about this, please tell me. But that sounds horrible. Obviously, I know nothing. I'm just I'm an opinion channel, and, whatever. Or what's safer to label it? Comedy. I'm a character. So, yeah. But come on, man. Taking away one of our greats already, and basketball could have been fatal for this guy. If they're making him stop for his health, I mean, I think lots of guys push through tons. And so to hear something like this, it's so sad to me, that food can bring down the greatest player from Finland ever. And it's just because of this love of animals that we're depleting our humans. And I love animals too, and I'm on board with all the let's start to treat them better. I pay more money even though I can't afford crap. I still spend a ton of my income on eating better. If it's better treated animals, if it's grass-fed beef, I'm trying to use every piece now. I used to waste so much. But anyway, this was meant to be a quick video, and I just drew it out way too long already. But 3.5, we're doing all right. So, but I'll wrap it up now. Lauri, I'm sorry that happened to you. Trust in Finnish beef. We have out of the countries that have no salmonella on the planet, this is one of them. Or almost none. There's been very few. I think there was one outbreak in 2010, but small. I don't think there was any deaths. And our pork also hasn't been the source of any parasites or diseases, even from people cooking undercooked pork. Nothing serious, no deaths. So I'm just learning how to eat meats as rare as possible. I'm boiling my eggs, what would it be, hard-boiled easy or something, where the yolk is runny. It's very hard for me to get used to. I'm used to processed food only. I basically ate vegan as a kid. No, vegetarian, because I drank milk, but then we went low fat too. But tons of cereal, tons of grain, Chef Boyardee in a can. That was my meat. There's no meat there, so soy protein isolate. So again, you're eating vegetarian. And I had lots of health issues as a kid. That doesn't mean that they were linked to the food. But in this situation, I think it's a rare thing, and I just think it's really sad. Come on. I mean, what is there? I think, from what I believe I've seen, there are 3 steroids that they do not test for in the NBA. I'm not sure if that's true or not. Remember, this is just allegedly. I've never put a source up. I don't have any. And this is off of memory. But of all the things that these guys have to go through, and I don't judge them for that at all, by the way. They play 80 games a year or something like this, and you expect them to play into their 40s, and it's good for the sport if they build the brand. Like if LeBron stays in the game until he's 57, please do it. He's not knocking people out. He's dunking a basketball and shooting it. And so, God forbid he actually inspire people to stay buff into their 50s, right? So these guys go through a lot, and I can't believe we would judge them for anything. Like the things that they have to do for pain, the things they push through when they're playing for free, the thing that guys fall through the cracks when they try to do this sport, and if they don't have a wealthy family behind them pushing them, then you can have an injury or a failure that becomes a spiral for a lot of guys. And so I can't believe in today's world that if this man was probably just eating like his grandmother was, he'd probably be fine. You introduced him to the Western diet more than he was here, and I want to say almost killed him. How bad does it have to be to pull somebody out of playing the rest of the season? I don't know how many games it was. Please tell me it was like 2 games and only 3 days left in the season. But if it was weeks or months, and they're like, this guy could have a heart attack or a stroke or something like that because he's so depleted in potassium or something like that, iron, that's terrifying. Man, I should actually send this to Dr. Eric Berg and Dr. Ken Berry, because it's not that I believe that they have to be in full ketosis or take exogenous ketones or anything like that, but a diet that's more full rather than full of quinoa or something like that, even though I know those are superfoods. I tried the full vegetarian diet. I tried veganism. The team I was on at the time thought I was dying. I lost a ton of weight, which was good for me too, because I run a lot in my sport. So it was very easy, very, very good for me to use it to control my weight for once. So if insulin resistance is my biggest chance of death, then maybe veganism saved my life. I've also used it with my father, if you've seen any of my other videos, to help him with his weight. But we didn't stay on that for long, and we definitely tried to fill in with lots of other foods as much as possible, like forest mushrooms and things like that. All right, that's good enough. The Western diet almost killed Lauri Markkanen, huh? Come on. Sad.